Hello. So today is day 10 of the gratitude practice. And I'm just going to kind of go through quickly here. I haven't had a lot of time to prepare, so I hope the thoughts flow. Just to recap, this does kind of connect on top of day 8 and day 9. So you're going to want to watch day 8, day 9, today is day 10, and then tomorrow day 11 together and in order, okay? So let me get some water and we'll get going. Hey Allison, good to see you on here. I'm just going to start my spiel on the gratitude practice. So, all right. So day 8 was focus. Day 9 we talked about thoughts, and we kind of have centered this around the theme verse from Proverbs 23:7. For as he thinks within himself, so he is. He says to you, eat and drink, but his heart is not with you. So we talked about how we focus on our thoughts and stuff on that. But today, day 10, and you may be asking, what does this have to do with being present and gratitude? I'm going to get to that, but let me kind of bring it in from here. Okay, so the man from this quote was able to be generous. And I think we all aspire to be generous people. But it was only on the outside. On the inside, he was not. His heart was not in it. His mind was not in it. His actions were there, but his heart and mind were not. And as for today's focus on being present, we want our heart and our mind to be in the action that we're going to do. So when our heart and our mind, sorry, let me catch up to my notes. When in our heart and mind, we don't live in a state of gratitude, we often will be less generous, whether this is on the outside or the inside. And so even if you're a generous person on the outside, that is not living in the sweet spot of gratitude and gratefulness and letting that just be an overflow outlet, being generous. And I think if you're wanting to cultivate something that's really rich and true, you want to take a look at the inside. Have you ever offered, and so for example, have you ever offered to do something, volunteer for something, bring something, just do something incredibly nice or generous and giving, but on the inside, either when it comes time to do it or the work gets really hard or whatever, have you ever had that complaining, kind of begrudging thought cycle for that generous act that you're doing? And that is what we're talking about today. And this really comes from a mindset that is focused on the story that you're listening to in your head. And the story is basically a story of lack. It's lacking abundance in your life, whatever it is, you don't have, or you don't have enough of that thing. So, and it may be time, I don't have time for this, why did I ever do this? You know, volunteer to do that. It just comes from a really negative story that goes through our head. And I think sometimes if we were just to like speak the story out loud and like hear it, we would recognize it for what it is and we would disagree with it. But when we have all this head talk, we can start to believe it in a way. So this mindset infects how we appreciate our life. Everything we are, everything we possess or have, and everything around us, really. It definitely bleeds into every area. So if you know, and when I say know, I think we all know that we're alive today. If you're watching this video, you are alive, you are present. But if you really know and receive, like with a fresh, just fresh eyes to really see the gift that you have, that you possess life, you become keenly aware of the amazing gift that you have. You have endless opportunities just because you're alive and you're breathing today or tonight. You possess an amazing gift to create whatever you want to create in your life. There's a lot of opportunity right there, and just richness, and just the fact that you are breathing and you're alive. And we want to connect to that every day. But even if you feel you have nothing or that you lack in your life, you still have life, you have breath, you have opportunity to show up big that day, fully present. It's not always the physical gifts we give people. I know, and we're coming into Christmas season and we're thinking about, what we're going to get people and what we're going to do with people. But y'all, it's not always the physical gifts we give people. Sometimes our biggest present to others is just being present with them, being really fully there. So your mind is engaged with them, your heart is engaged with them at the moment that you are with them. We're not sitting there with our mind disengaged or our heart disengaged. And of course you can take this too to, other things like volunteer stuff or giving generously. Yes, obviously. But what I want to take this back into is being present, because that's going to affect every moment of your life. When you are genuinely appreciative and grateful for any given moment that you have, you find yourself fully present in it. And think about it, all the moments in your life that you are really just soaking in the abundance. I think of some moments that we've had, like at a lake nearby, that we just love to go to, and we pack sometimes a picnic dinner, but like even if the mustard spills, even if the plates blow away, like there's just so much richness in that moment that I'm taking in that I don't really care that we're chasing paper plates right now. I am just soaking it in because I really appreciate that moment. But if we experience life a little bit more like that throughout life, we become much more present in it. I've been practicing this now with our little girls, and mornings are really chaotic. Breakfast times are just horrendous. Everybody is starving at the same time, and there are diaper changes and stuff. But when I stop to really engage myself in appreciating the moment, I find that I'm fully present there. Now, when I don't do that, what I find is my mind starts running a checklist, or all the things that have gone wrong, or all the things I have yet to do that I haven't done. Basically just a story of lack, and there's not enough, or you're not enough. And it does not bring me fully present into my life and in that moment. I hope this is making sense to you. Give some thumbs up, put your comments in, whatever's on your mind right now. But I hope this is connecting. I hope this is making sense. But to be living in that state of just appreciating every moment that you're given, it's going to help to be fully present. So how do we give generously the gift of being present? Okay, it starts in the mind. We talked about this kind of last 2 days. It starts in the mind, what we focus on and what we think on. A couple of things. Do we come from a mentality that we lack the time, the wisdom, the finances, the tools to be present right here, right now? And here's a checklist of questions you can go through. When your mind wanders, where does it go? Does it go back to the stresses of the work, the stresses of the day, the undone work, the undone, whatever it is, the unsolved problems, feeling like you're not enough to handle it? Does it go to places where basically you're not experiencing the success or blessings, or what we would think in that way? Does it go to all the negative story? And this one was hard for me, y'all. This is going to only cause you to withdraw yourself from giving the gift of your presence, because we sometimes fall prey to the lie that we have to save all of our resources, all of our mental resources, all of our engaged heart resources, all of our energy resources to fix whatever it was, the X factor, or manage this that our mind continually runs to when it wanders off. So that ends up, we withdraw a little bit. We're saving our resources to deal with those things that were running through our mind. Okay, or does your mind go to the answers you've received? This is the other flip side. Does it go to the work that was well done? And not that the work, you don't want to think about the work that didn't get done. As a mom, there's always work that did not get done, okay? But this is like celebrating what did get done. Like sometimes the only thing, like before my brain has the opportunity to get trapped in that negative cycle of stuff, might be just that, okay, my feet hit the floor, I took a deep breath, and here we go, life and opportunity. That might be the only thing that's gotten done that day, and we're moving on. But you got something done. Okay, let me catch my notes back up. Does it go to the moment that you're in, the conversation you're in, the life that you are gifted, and the ability to breathe now? That was, part of the other flip side. Okay, when our mind comes from a place of abundance and genuine appreciation for that abundance we've received, it is far less likely to be pulled out of being present in the moments we are given. Y'all, hey AJ, thanks for joining us. Y'all, we are given moments. We do not earn them. We do not deserve them. We are given moments, and so they have to be rightly received and appreciated, especially if you want to experience all the richness that you have in that given moment. And here's just a little quote thing that you can keep in mind is, being grateful enriches any moment. Being needful robs it. So, do you view your life through lack or abundance? This, how you view life, lack or abundance, is going to affect how present you are in your life and with the people that you love. And I would just encourage you this holiday season, and as we get closer to Thanksgiving and we're being thankful, and a lot of people are doing these gratitude practices, that you choose to engage in a way that's going to really bring gratitude deep within your heart, and it affects every part of the way that you live your life. And that this holiday season of giving at Christmas, that you give the best gift that you can give, which is to be really present in your mind and in your heart with the people that you love and in the moments that you are given. So that's all for day 10. Day 11 is going to be present, being present, but with your heart. This is more about how we think and focus in our mind. Just too much to put into one day. And again, catch 8 and 9 if you did not before this, because it probably doesn't make a lot of sense right now without those. I'm going to leave you with the essential oil blend to just help with the mindset of abundance and take us out of that negative story that we sometimes find ourselves writing and reviewing, and honestly trapping ourselves into living. And then that just steals us away from everybody we love and from living our life very present. Okay, so go over the oils that are in this blend, and what they're going to do is, eucalyptus is the best oil to use when you are stuck in scarcity of mindset, which is what we're trying to break here. It creates the desire to expand and recognize that you must take ownership of your circumstances. If you can create scarcity, you can surely create abundance. Rosemary is critical to use when shifting your paradigm. It is quite a jump from scarcity way of being to living an abundant life thinking. And then myrrh provides feelings of safety and comfort amid great change. It soothes the soul and reminds you that you are taken care of completely. White fir is the oil for receiving. So we want to really open our mind for receiving the good that we have, for receiving the full gift of life that we have, so that therefore we can also appreciate it fully, and then also give ourselves more generously in a present way to others. Frankincense shows you the fact that you come from abundance. No human being lacks creativity, innovation, and greatness. We come from greatness, and that is what we are to reflect. Cypress and lemon powerfully moves any stagnant thoughts that block you from receiving just goodness into your life. So that's the blend. I'm going to post the recipe below if you want to make this oil blend and use it on day 10's practice. And then day 11, I'm going to be back, and we're going to talk a little bit more about how to be present with your heart. So thank you for watching. I'm sorry if I was a little bit scatterbrained tonight. Like I said, I didn't have much time to really freshen up and prep this one. So I pretty much just read off my iPad all my notes. So thanks so much. I'll see you tomorrow.